Amusement Society, back to review Assassin's Creed. This is another video game to movie conversion, like many have been done in the past. Some have been successful, some have not. So it's really a coin flip on whether this movie was going to be good or not, in my opinion, coming in. Back in the day, I was a hardcore video gamer. I played the first 3 Assassin's Creed up until Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But sadly, then I got married, and that canceled my video game career pretty quickly. From what I remember from playing the video games way back when, though, was the adaptation was very true to the video game storylines as I remember. A couple of key plots that I noticed off jump that were different was they were inducting a guy into the Assassin's Creed realm, and they cut his finger off to get him in there. I don't know if that was in the later games or what, but I feel that's a pretty major plot line that would have been in the video game if you required missing a finger to be an assassin or what. But anyway, that sort of threw me a little bit, but they did that. They also, the main character in the ones I played, it was always Ezio Auditore, bad Italian, Spanish guy, whatever he was, assassin that would just be killing. In the movie, it was the main character was Aguilar, played by Michael Fassbender, who was an excellent casting for this because, you know, the way the assassin wears the hoodie, you never really see his eyes, you just see the nose, and Michael Fassbender has a real assassin's type nose. I mean, I can't think of a better person they could have cast. Maybe Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise got like a beak nose too, but anyway, they did a great job picking Michael Fassbender for this role. He fit the assassin's look very well, and it made you feel into the movie. So I'll get right into the review. The pros of the movie was excellent casting, like I said, excellent soundtrack. During the fight scenes, I'm hearing swords going off behind me. I'm ducking, looking like, oh man, am I going to get hit by a sword? Great soundtrack effects and everything. The storyline was pretty good. It was fairly good. It was great, in my opinion. It was a bit confusing. That rolls me right into my cons. Like I said, the storyline was a bit confusing, especially if you don't know anything about the video game. It took them 40 minutes to explain what the Animus was. I mean, Michael Fassbender's character got in the Animus earlier and everything and did a little scene, and if you don't know the video game, you'll be like, what is this Animus? The Animus equates something to like the Matrix. If you're a Matrix fan, you know, plug into the Matrix and you go back. The only difference is with the Animus, when you travel back in time, you have to go and you travel to somebody's life that was in your lineage, your ancestry. So Michael Fassbender's character went back to like his great-grandfather's grandfather, something like that. Because it took him all the way back to 1492, so it might have been great-great-great-grandfather. But they didn't explain all this until 40 minutes into the movie. So for the first 40 minutes of the movie, you're watching, it's got a few action scenes and everything, but you would be completely lost if you don't know anything about the Assassin's Creed series. Okay, other cons of the movie were like, I brought my wife with me to see it as well because she's a non-Assassin's Creed person, so I wanted to get her view on it. And she said, yeah, she was a bit confused and everything, but she did notice in some of the fight scenes where they like swung a stick at a guy, the stick actually missed the guy, but the guy fell out and everything. I don't know if that was just bad engineering or mistake in filming or whatever, but yeah, there was a few things back and forth in the fight scenes. But another con that I had was they kept switching from the Animus, where the guy's in the Animus, and showing him do the moves, and back into the fight scene, showing him do the moves. So you pretty much understand what's going on with the Animus. So I felt it was unnecessary to keep switching back and forth, because the scenes were already kind of confusing because they were coming at you with multiple camera angles during the fight scenes. So the extra Animus activity was a bit confusing to me. All in all, though, the movie was pretty good. From playing the video game, my favorite part was when you completed a mission, when you kill that big boss. Ezio puts the blade in him, it's Requiem Pace. That's my Spanish, Italian, whatever he was talking about. It translated obviously to rest in peace, and it was just such a great moment in the game, like, oh, mission complete, you're putting the blade in them, killing them. So I knew that line was going to be in the movie. Sadly, it was not. I don't know how they could have not. That's like having a Star Wars movie without saying the Force, may the Force be with you at some point in the movie. But anyway, I guess you could overlook that. Maybe I'm being too picky there. All in all, I would give this movie like a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was worth the look. I wasn't mad that I spent $10, $12 on how much ever the tickets cost. I wasn't mad about it. That's when a movie's terrible to me, when I go back to the counter and demand my $10 back. But this one was all right. So feel free to read my full write-up on the movie here at amusementsociety.com. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at AmusementSoc, or you can like us on Facebook at Amusement Society. You can also like and follow us on Instagram at Amusement Society, and you can subscribe to us, like our videos, watch all these video reviews at Amusement Society on YouTube. It's Mike from Amusement Society signing out.